Hey guys, welcome to this video. So just a disclaimer here, I am not a professional fighter. I'm 47 years old. I run a martial arts school. I've sparred my whole life. I love training in mixed martial arts in various styles. My background's in Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu and MMA, quite honestly. So this video is meant to be a resource for my students, for my instructors, and for myself. And I guess really anyone who's interested in watching and kind of breaking it down with me, that'd be awesome. So here we go. It's going to be a breakdown video. There's other guys out there way better at this than me. Jeff Chan, check out his channel. He's an amazing fighter, fighting some of the top talent around. This is just me and my instructor playing around. All right, we touch gloves. First thing you're going to notice, there's going to be a little feeling out with some jabs here. Boom, I throw a low kick. Let's pause right there. Let's go back. So that low kick, Jason does a good job of blocking it, but it's not meant to be a powerful kick. It's meant to kind of just get a reaction out of him. Notice I got my hands up here. There's no pivot on that bottom foot. It's just kind of like almost like a jab. Now what's funny is, boom, anytime you do something like that, it's natural that your opponent is going to want to fire something back the same way. And that's exactly what Jason does here. Now, because of my background in Taekwondo fighting, I catch the leg here and I throw a punch, which we call cover punch in Taekwondo. Boom. He blocks the punch. But here's what's important to note. Jason throws that kick. Look how I reach down and I block. Not really a good thing to do, quite honest, because Jason's right hand could come at me. If you notice his right hand right here, my chin is wide open. So reading that pattern, Jason should, in the future, throw that low kick again and then fake the low kick and come in with that right hand, also known as the Superman punch. That would work really well. So let's break that down again. I throw mine, here he comes with his. I'm gonna catch it, fire off, I try a low kick, and I bail. All right, so let's break that sequence down a little bit for everyone watching. I throw the low kick, he's gonna throw his low kick, I catch it, I immediately cross to put him on defense. Now from here, I kind of mess up. I kind of do a sweeping technique. He backs out. I want to grab his right leg and come across to his backside and do a sweep. And as I go to grab, he pulls the leg out. I didn't really have a good grab. Jason did a great job of pulling out. So he throws a defensive kind of front leg kick and I block. Good little sequence there. Let's watch that in regular speed. Catch, boom, and defense. All right, so we keep moving here. Now, Jason immediately kind of comes in here. He's like, he's on offense here, jab, jab. He throws the jab, jab. I throw that lead leg round kick, which is kind of a staple counter for me. There it is, see? Just puts him on defense, keeps his hands up. And now this technique, Jason, if you're watching, don't come in with a spinning hook kick. So I don't know if it's just kind of, hey, I want to throw something cool, but listen, he throws a jab and he throws a spinning hook kick, but look where the hook is. The hook's way over here. The hook's done by the time it gets to my face. It's like the power of that kick is right here. Now, even that being said, it's like you can see the kick coming, right? Watch. So right here, right? I see the spin. And so now it's just a matter of pushing back. I kind of step back to get out of the way. And that's the end of that. So I don't recommend throwing spinning hook kicks off the line like that. They rarely work. Holding my position. All right, Jason comes in with another flurry of kicks. So he's like set on throwing some kicks here. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. So he throws a spinning hook kick, double kick. Nice little double kick there. Sometimes those little kicks like that can break up the pattern and make it hard to read. So more like a jumping round kick than a double kick. Probably would have worked better had he thrown that as a double, let that right leg hit me, and then throw in the left. But if you got a good guard and you keep your hands up, you'll be able to block those kicks. But good job on Jason there, trying something different. Spinning hook kick didn't work, so he comes in with his kind of jumping round kick. I'm just throwing inside kicks just to kind of keep him off balance, more or less. Really, those inside low kicks keep him on defense, and I want to try to keep him off balance. Keep him, he's not able to throw kicks if I'm throwing those inside low kicks. Let's go back to that because, boom. So I throw that inside low kick. Just working my jab. Jason's doing a good job feinting, moving. Now notice what I do here. This is important for everyone watching. Like everything that's happened, I move on an angle. Jab, angle. Jason starts moving, I'm gonna circle again. Getting out of there, boom. Now, nice little motion there. This is a good little setup. So Jason throws that Superman punch. Well, kind of a Superman punch that I asked for before. This is great. Look how my hand's down, right? Because I'm expecting the kick. Boom, look where my hand is. I wanna catch that kick, but I notice that punch is coming, so I pull back. What I should be doing here is throwing a check hook right over his right arm. I should be throwing my left hand right here should be hooking, but I just didn't read it. Now, what I would suggest Jason do, if you're watching this, Jason, in the future, set up this Superman punch with a low kick. Set up, do a calf kick, drop my hands low, throw another one, then immediately come in with your Superman punch. It would have been way more effective, and it will be in the future if you do this. Boom. I bail and I throw a back kick. Kind of this is where things kind of turn downhill for me. So because I pulled back, I wasn't ready. Look at my stance is compromised. My body's off its axis here. I'm off balance. I didn't throw the check hook. He keeps coming in. I see where his body's at and I throw a back kick. Boom. Look where my foot is. It would have hit where his body is. So my back kick's pretty accurate usually. I know where to go. But because Jason keeps moving forward, my back kick misses. So this is key to understand. He comes in, back kick misses, down I go. Instead of pulling guard, I rolled a turtle. Bad move. I have a habit of pulling turtle, and in a real fight, this is not a good position to be in. So let's watch that exchange one more time. Boom. Oh, back kick, turtle. And yeah, I have a habit of turtling up here. And so I try to roll immediately. I try to kind of roll out of this and doesn't work quite the way I wanted to. However, here I go, boom, I catch the leg. Now, why did I catch the leg? I caught the leg because I didn't want him to get guard on me. But I froze. I did another bad thing here. After I caught the leg, I froze. I kind of just sat there, which is going to cost me. Roll. Boom, catch. Now, what I should be doing is pressure passing. Pressure, and passing. Instead, I turn into him. And now this is now because of the glove, look, here I should be pressure passing. Pressure and passing to his left side, my right side. But instead, I just kind of stay there. And I feel the triangle getting set up. And honestly, I didn't fight it. I let him get it. Sorry, Jason. I let you get that one. But, I mean, listen, you did all the right moves. You set it up. But my theory sometimes when you're sparring, and if you know you're, superior, a little bit better than the other person, give them some wins early on. Don't try to fight it. Don't be a bully. It's good. It builds up their confidence in their technique. At the end of the day, he did all the right moves. I did things wrong. I bailed. I fell. I turtled up. I caught the leg and I didn't pressure pass, and so I didn't feel the need, the ego drive to have to get out of this. I gave it a little effort, but he did everything right, so I tapped. Good job on Jason there. All right, we reset here. We touch gloves. Here we go again. Jason's got his head movement here. All right, so he's got some head movement. I like that. Boom. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So I like the head movement from Jason here. So let's watch this kind of play out in slow motion. Jason, I'm jabbing. He parries. He's dropping down. As soon as he drops down right here, you see as he drops, I feel like something might be coming. So he makes a fake little advancement in. I got my hands up. I'm ready. He's faking again with his right. He's dropping low. I'm thinking maybe there's an uppercut here. But I'm looking for that blitz. I'm looking at his head. So I'm dipping down now. I'm looking like, okay, where's the opening? We're both kind of looking for an opening here. Right here, I like to come in with my lead hand uppercut sometimes. But I decide I'm going to blitz in and try to hit him with this one. So I move in, blitz, back kick. I don't know. Probably not a good idea. But it's that Taekwondo in me. It just comes out sometimes. So we're feeling each other out. I come in with the blitz. Right there. And back kick, bail out, and realize, okay, that wasn't a smart move. Jason stays in the pocket. He's got his right hand up. He's pawing. Throwing my little snap kicks again. Spinning hook kick. Just to show him I can. Looks like Jason's like, I can do that too. So no harm, no foul. We're just kind of, I don't know what this is here. What was this? Jason, what was that? Maybe you can tell me. He lifts his leg here. I don't know if that's supposed to be a fake or what that is. But notice where the hands are. His hands are kind of high here. He's exposing his body. Look where my elbows are, a little bit lower. I do have my hands kind of low. I tend to fight kind of low. Oh, well, maybe that was the setup after all. Jason comes in with that leg again. And maybe that was the setup. You tell me, Jason, was that a setup? Raising that right leg to get me to react? Let's watch that play out again. We throw our spins here. Circle, always circling, always circling. Boom, he throws it. He's gonna throw it again. I throw a little something back at him. We're both blocking. Throwing that low kick again to get him to move. Now there's a certain plodding style. Jason, I gotta tell you, there's a certain kind of plodding rhythmic style where it's in, out, that makes it easy to read. So let's see if you can see this here in slow motion here. So there's a back, forward, back, forward, back, and I'm trying to time that, right? And I throw a back kick here just to kind of, but you'll see that kind of plodding back and forth. I think that's what gets Jason in trouble more times than not. See that rhythm? Back foot. Yep, he's able to pull out. I'm not really going fast. And now, boom, right there. Okay, so now I've switched stance. Switching stance, if you're good at it, can be useful. You just have to be good at it. Boom, and I'm able to land that jab off that switch stance. So let's read that jab real quick. So after I throw my kick, back kick, I stay here, and now we watch this play out. He's pawing with that hand, but notice he up, down, there, I'm looking for that jab. Boom, I come over that, I come under it. Come under, right through, boom. But there's a rhythm here, right? It's not just arbitrary. Look his hands up and down, up and down. That up and down motion, you can time it up, down, up, bam, right there. You break his rhythm. So Jason, I want you to recognize these things and see if you can work to stop doing them. Yeah, okay, right here. Yeah, I have my hand down, but my hand is down, guys. It's technically not supposed to be down, but I have it down because I can sneak attack with my jab that way. Boom. Now, if you notice, I know I'm breaking this down maybe way too much, but if you notice, the only way I have confidence to do that, I've got my left hand up. It's kind of a Philly shell type situation here. So I'm ready. If he's going to attack, I'm going to shoulder roll, but I decide to come in. I get the jab, and I immediately switch it up. Boom, Jason comes in for his revenge. Now, right here, some mistakes on my part. Even though this sequence ends up working well for me, there's some mistakes here on my part where I don't come in the way I should for this takedown. But Jason is blitzing in. When Jason blitzes in, he wants to get his revenge. Jason is he's an emotional fighter. So if you get him, he's gonna wanna get you back right away. All right, so he's coming in hot with a little, I don't know, fast kick or something. So I duck and grab. Now, look where my left hand is. It's on his hip. It should be on his left leg. So as I go to lift here, my chin goes up, I go to lift. I'm not really lifting I'm lifting with my legs. Look at the lift. But if my left hand was on his left leg right here, his right leg, I would be able to spin him sideways. But because it's on his hip, when I spin and I lift, look where his leg is. If he was longer than he is, if that left leg was longer, this is where you would not be able to take someone down who's taller or even more flexible. But because I got him high enough and my hips are higher than his, I was able to turn him sideways. So the takedown worked. but that's going to be a problem I'm going to have to work to solve. So as I'm watching this, this is what I'm seeing in my own technique that I need to work on. But I do land in side control, so that's good. I try to isolate his arm on the other side right away so he can not punch me. And I'm looking for arm bars. But this elbow right here, look, I'm kind of pumping that elbow just a little bit to show to myself that I could be elbowing him in the face if this was a real fight. Jason's doing a good job of getting back up on his knees and not just sitting there. Excellent job of shrimping, getting on his knees, looking for a single leg possibly, but I'm using my cross face. Hard to get chokes in with the gloves, but again, I'm looking for a guillotine. I jump to guillotine, but yeah, I got the gloves on. I don't think it's gonna happen. I realize it's not gonna happen, and I bail, I get back to my knees. This is important. When you realize a technique's not gonna work, especially if it leaves you on your back, if you miss it, you're better off bailing and getting back to your knees and getting dominant position, because in a real fight, you don't want someone on top of you. So I'm isolating that arm. Jason rolls me. This is a good sequence here. Check this out. Let's look at what's going on here. So as I bail, I hold on to his right arm, and I'm looking to do an arm bar. This is what I'm looking to do. Look, I get that arm, I'm trapping his arm, and I'm trying to get my left leg. I'm gonna try to get my right leg in here. And I'm looking for it, and I'm about to do it. And as I'm coming up to do it, Jason uses he's like a fireman carry. And he uses it to roll me. So I'm like, oh, I'm having to bail right away, realizing, oh no, I'm getting rolled here. But I kind of cartwheel over it and always land on my knees, right? And because I still have that arm, look at that left arm right here, boom, I still have it. I'm able to turn him and use his momentum to put him back on his back. So let's rewind that. Let's just back it up this way and watch that sequence in regular speed. Going for the arm bar, boom, and put him on his back. Immediately start throwing some punches, put him on defense. And I'm looking for that Americana lock. Look, right here, boom. If I didn't have gloves on, I think I could get hit. But I'm gonna try for it anyway, just to build the muscle memory. And because I felt like I was about to lose it, I bail and go for that north-south and control his hips. Boom, right here. And that's the end of that round. One more time, we'll watch that last sequence one more time. There's a guillotine attempt there. Possibly could land that without any gloves. I feel I'm losing it, so I bail. I'm gonna look for an arm bar here. I'm gonna try to roll. He flips me, and I use it to put him on his back, throw some punches, put him on defense. He tries to frame. I'm looking for that Americana, but I block his hips because I feel him going out the back, and time is up. All right, moving on to round two. Here we go, round two. Touching gloves. Let's see how this plays out. Got my hands up. Let's look at the rhythm. Boom. Okay, let's look at that rhythm again, guys. Why do jabs land? They're not just arbitrary jabs. Look at the rhythm in Jason. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I got my hands in place. Now you may be saying, yeah, but your hands are going up and down. Well, but my hands are reacting to what he's doing. I'm looking to counter. My hands are up because I feel like a jab could come right there. His hands are out. Now I don't feel a jab could come from here. So my hands drop. But as we're doing that and playing this out, up, down, look at Jason's hand. Jason, look at your hand here, buddy. There's a rhythm to what you do. Up, down, boom. It's the same sequence I got you with last time. As the hand's going up, I know it's got to go down, and I'm going to jab right underneath it. Now you parry it. Fair game. But if we were going harder, I might have caught you. Someone else with longer arms might catch you. Boom. That's the jab. Now those follow-up jabs were not meant to hit. I'm not looking to hit him with my follow-up jabs. They're just set-up jabs, just to see. I hit him once with the jab. Now, if I throw it again, how's he going to react? How's he going to react? My hands are down. Anytime my hands are down, I'm kind of baiting. I'm looking for a head. So my hands drop. I'm looking for maybe a counter where I'm going to slip or pull back. But I jab. I notice that he's kind of pulling back. I find my range. He jabs, and I counter with the right. This is these are what you got to look for. Boom. And I know, boom, there's his jab. So immediately I pull, boom, and hit with my right. Let's watch that play out. Boom. Because I hit him with that 1-2, here's something I've been working on. I throw a 1-2 combination, and then I try to follow up with a 2-punch combination, and then I try to follow up right away with head movement, and then a 3 or 4 punch combination. This is my attempt at that right here. I was working this 1-2, and now 1-2, head movement, boom, boom, boom. And it seemed to work pretty well. Staying in the pocket. See, that 1-2 wasn't meant to hit him. After the cross here, my 1-2 is simply, I just want to get his hands moving. 1-2, head movement, hook, cross. And I think I hit him on the cross there, but let's see. All right, if I was Jason, if I'm you and I get hit with this cross right here, you gotta stop now I've got momentum. Okay, you're backing up. I've got momentum. You've got to do something. You've got to attack. You've got to break my momentum, or you've got to circle out and restart the fight somewhere else. You can't let someone get momentum on you. Boom. Boom. See, now I'm gaining momentum. Now you're wanting to come in. That's good on you, but it's like you know he's an emotional fighter. So if you get him, he's going to want to come back right at you. So you can almost plan, here it comes. Boom. And what I'm doing here is I'm kind of waiting, and I'm just going to slip his jab and counter with my jab. So now I'm already like 2 or 3 hits ahead of him. He's getting frustrated. He's getting more aggressive. He's trying to come in. My head movement's kind of working here. So here he comes in, but you're not setting anything up. All right, freeze. Great attempt here. Let's break this down. This is a great sequence by Jason as we go into the clinch. Jason's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, so he's going to catch you in some things if you're not careful. So as we clinch here, right after my slip, my parry, my slip and my jab, I go right for the clinch. I get lazy in the clinch. Jason uses his underhook arm to raise my hand up, and he takes my back. Look at this. He's got my back. Now, Jason does a good job. This is called a rear takedown. Look where his leg, that foot right there, Jason's foot right here is supposed to block my right leg. He's doing everything right. But I know what he's doing because I teach this one all the time. I think I taught this to him. And so look what I do. I hop that foot. Boom. That's not an accident. I feel the foot coming, so I hop to get out of the way. So because of that, he doesn't get the takedown, not the proper way. And what ends up happening is I fall on my butt and I scoop back and we miss it. So let's watch that play out. Boom. Now from here, there's a little scramble. Boom, right there, and we clinch again. I do basically the same sequence I just did. The same sequence. After I bail and I get up, Jason's doing, a good job of being aggressive and coming in. And so I'm going to slip that jab again. And I go right for the clinch again. This time learning from my mistake, but not learning from my mistake. Look where my hands are. Look where my left hand is. It's on his hip. Remember last time I told you guys I made that mistake again. So I go to lift this time, but Jason sprawls back. It makes it a lot harder for me to lift because I don't have my left hand on his right leg. So what happens from here? As I lift, I realize I don't have it, so I go for the outside leg trip and takedown. But I made some mistakes here too. Yep, I made him another mistake. What was the mistake? I still don't have my hand on his hip or the other leg. So there's nothing stopping him from sprawling. This is a big mistake of mine. I need to work on it. My left hand's way too high. Let's watch how that plays out. The whole sequence plays out very fast. And if you're just watching it, you're probably thinking, what's going on? Like it's just a lot of stuff happening at once, but hopefully this breakdown helps you see things. Boom. I miss it, so I go for the trip, but my hand's in the wrong place. Jason sprawls. From that, I immediately get to turtle position. I don't want to be on my back if I can help it, especially with these big gloves on. So I get to turtle, and I got to look right away. I got to look to take him down. Jason's doing a good job trying to put me on my back. and I'm looking for these legs. Boom, I gotta block that leg. This is the moment where, Jason, you wanna block my arm. There's a way to do this where you bring your, see how he brings that leg up here really tight? That's good. His knee now should go inside. He should not have let my arm get out. His left arm's blocking my arm. See where that leg goes? You got to keep blocking my elbow. He allowed my arm to come outside and grab and block. Right here. And this is where I get the double leg. Tap the knee and down he goes. So, you know, he was in a great position and lost it, but that's why. Just little micro things that are happening here. And honestly, if I wasn't as strong as I was, I probably might not even have gotten the takedown. He could sprawl out of that. He could have sprawled out of that, honestly. Right here. Boom. Even if I caught this leg, all you gotta do is sprawl back, but he dips his leg in, which makes it easier for me to tap the knee. So, little luck on my part, little bit of technical, maybe mistakes on Jason's part, but it worked out for me. So I tap the leg, boom, down he goes. And now I get that position, and here we are. So let's watch that whole thing play out, because that whole sequence happened in only 10 seconds or so. Here he comes, boom, jab, right? He goes for the back take. I bail, boom, I come up, he blitzes in, I go again, try again, miss it, outside leg trip. I go to turtle, Jason's fighting hard, he gets the underhook, he tries to flip me over. I get back, Jason tries to move to my back, I grab the leg, and I get the takedown. All right, so now we end up here, where we're gonna stay here for a little bit. I can feel Jason wrapping up my right arm. And not quite yet, so I'm still, now, that right there, that grab, I know he wants an armbar. There's no doubt about it, he wants an armbar. I've gotta keep my elbow in tight, and I've got to pull that elbow out and not give him any room to pull off an armbar. But I'm still striking at the same time, because I want to, sometimes when you're striking, man, it's really hard to hang on to things if you know you're going to get punched in the face. So I'm trying to land some shots to the head, maybe let him but there he goes. I know he's going for an armbar. Foot's on the hip. So I'm even kind of smiling right here, because I know he's going for it. And there he clamps on with the leg, needs to be clamped a little bit higher. He's shifting his hips, but look how he opens up. We got to get that leg clamp a little tighter and not leave any room. As soon as he shifts his hips, I pull my elbow out. And now he's lost the armbar. Right here, he's lost it. So let's watch what happens next from there. So here he goes. I say, no, you're not gonna get it, pull it out. And now I just bail and I get up, because I don't want to I'm kind of tired, to be quite honest. That last exchange kind of wore me out. I haven't sparred in a while. All right, so I am tired here. And one thing I know about when I'm tired is I always look at people's stance. And I want to always have my ghost stance, I call it, right? So my ghost stance is when I'm tired, I don't want to show I'm tired. Because if my stance starts to weaken, people know I'm tired. Now Jason's doing some, I don't know, he's playing around here. Let's check it out. I don't know what he's doing. So I'm throwing, hey, I could knee you if you do that. I try to hit him. Honestly, I tried to hit him. So the little monkey thing he did here kind of worked. Look, trying to hit him, didn't work. So here we go, back up. Now Jason goes, let's see, if I remember right. Okay, head movement. Boom, and he comes in right away. He just comes in for a clinch, which kind of surprised me, but I mean, not in a good way, because look, he's plotting in. I'm expecting maybe a punch. My hands are low right here. Look where my arm is. And he comes in for a takedown when my arm's low. So I have an immediate underhook right here. I'm able to get my underhook, kind of start cross-facing from that side, and yeah, it's, you know, I think he should have got my hands up, throw some punches, got my hands up first, comes in while my arms are low. And so I'm able to stuff it. Now there's a stalemate here for a while. I'm still tired. I'm still recovering from that last exchange. And with the gloves on, it's really hard to pull your hands out. It's hard to pummel. I'm trying to, in my head, I'm thinking, hey, I want to get my left arm under his right armpit. I'm going to do a hip throw because that's worked on Jason in the past. Hey, there goes Jonathan. But with the gloves, it's hard to do, and so I'm throwing I'm throwing punches to the leg, and I'm trying to hit his hamstring too, just to get him to move. Yeah, there you go. Just to try to get him to move, but he's doubling down on holding my arm in tight. I know he wants to throw me too. I can feel him waiting. So my legs are ready. I'm ready. My hips are ready because at any movement, if he makes there he goes, explosive movement, I got to be ready. And so that's what happened right there. And let's see. I think that'll about end the round. Let's see how it finishes. Boom, spinning hook kick. Okay, why? Now, you may say, Josh, you said don't throw spinning hook kicks. But here we break, and I can feel Jason following me. He's coming in, he's coming in, he's coming, and then he's right in range. He thinks it's a back kick because look, it looks like a back kick. He's blocking for back kick, and then it goes high. And I've got my control, so I'm able to just kind of glaze right over his head and not hit him. And then immediately you want to throw something right after your spin kick. But this is how you want to use your spin kicks. You want to use them off the person's momentum. When that person's coming in, your spin kicks work much better. Boom. So that could have been a bad hit for him. Boom. All right, and let's see how we end it. A little head movement. I was going to come in with a little head movement. All right, so that ends that round. Let's move on to the next round. I think this is the final round, if I'm correct. Okay, we're bouncing here. Here we go, final round. Oh, that was a jump forward in time. Let's check it out again. All right, so Jason's got a different look here. He's got his hand down, he's got a little, standing sideways. Boom, there's a total shift here in style, which I like. I'm a big fan of it. You just gotta have a good game plan. He switches sideways stance. He's got his back hand up, but sideways stance tells me, number one, you're either gonna spin or you're gonna use your front leg. Okay, so I kind of go into my karate bounce here. This is my karate stance. My hands are low, and I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna play karate. Let's play karate. He throws his, well, let's watch it in fast motion first. Watch the whole thing in slow motion. I'm like, okay, let's play karate. So I'm gonna blitz, that's my plan. I'm gonna blitz. I'm waiting for my time. Boom, 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 blitz, okay. So why then? Why then? It's not just, hey, let me just try something. Look at his motion. So he goes high, I block, okay, cool, that was good. Now let's watch the bounce. Up, down, 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 boom, there it goes. So it's on the bounce. You try to attack on the bounce. He goes down, boom, right there. I'm trying to come in, and you know, listen, it kind of worked out for me, but what should Jason do? Jason should be ready to take down or throw a back kick. He's got to have an answer. Falling back with your head backwards is not an answer. Maybe a check hook from Jason would work, but we got to have something ready. We got to fill in those gaps, guys. Can't let the same thing happen to you over and over again without filling in the gaps and coming up with an answer. So I got him. So what does Jason want to do? He's an emotional fighter. He's going to want to come back right away. He's going to want to come back. I know that. So I'm ready. Here it comes. And I just kind of we do a little taekwondo exchange there. But again, like even when he did that, he's coming in with a spinning hook kick, back kick. I don't know. You don't really want to attack with those type of techniques, especially against a taekwondo fighter. Here's my 1-2. It's just a setup. Kind of got my karate style here. Very much going still my karate style. You can see how I pull the hand back. Got my hands in karate style position. Jason is going to land a good stopping side kick here. Right here. Boom. Nice. I got a little fake. I'm still looking to blitz. Got my hands down, trying to bait him. Ooh, I like this exchange. Jason, this is good. I like the way you're faking now because a lot of times you don't fake as much, right? So now your fakes are working on me. Look, I'm looking for an opening. Look, but now he looks to spin. I fake again. He's faking. Now you got me thinking, what's going to happen? What do I do? He's got a jab going out there. I'm reaching for my 1-2 kick. But again, there's really no answer. There's no threat of a counter. We got to have some sort of counter ready. mean, I'm sure if I was sparring someone better than me, there'd be a lot of mistakes they would be saying about me. Now this, why throw that? You say, Josh, you're breaking your own rules. Well, no, I think I could land that. Number one, I was using control, but also I want to mix it up. I don't want to have the same style. I don't want to have the same pattern. I want them to be worried about it. So, you know, Jason pulls back, but again, no answer, no counter. So I'm just building confidence off that. Nice try. But again, you're throwing kicks on a Taekwondo, 7th degree Taekwondo. It's going to be really tough to pull a kick off and land a kick. Not to say don't do it, but it was kind of one of those like, hey, if you do something big, I'm going to do something big back. And again, it's psychology. This is a lot of people fight like this. You'll notice this. You do something, they want to do it back. My hands are low, still doing my karate thing. He's still wanting to use his front leg, kind of like, hey, look what I can do that too. He's still doing it. But, you know, I'm not, kicks don't really faze me like that. So I'm looking to blitz in off one of his kicks here. Crossface. This is our self-defense crossface 101. But yeah, listen, this is what we teach this in our self-defense. Look at the crossface. I've got my underhook, I'm cross-facing him, and I'm showing, boom, there could be a knee right there. That could have been a knee. That could be a knee. Uppercut. All right, so like, this is self-defense 101. It works great. Later on, Jason does this to me. I don't think I have it on camera, but he did it right back to me. So I stay in the pocket, throwing my jab, boom, boom, jab cross. Now this is what I could have done better. So right here, I land my jab, I stay in the pocket, and I want to land my 1-2 and then throw something, but that should have been a hook. I should have thrown a hook, should have been a check hook, but I have a habit of pulling away and not throwing my check hook. But I do have my hands up ready for whatever may come. The good thing, I would say, about what I'm doing, if students are watching, is I'm circling, make a tight circle. He can't catch me. Let's see how that plays out in real time. Reset. Jason's plodding forward. Boom. He just kind of bulldogs in. Like he's, listen, it's good. He's got his stance here. He's low, but this kind of low plodding. I call it plodding, and he kind of stepping forward. And he just bulldogs in. I guess he wanted to do an overhand here. Yeah, overhand maybe. But it sets him up right again for the exact same crossface I just did. Boom, I've got the overhook and I've got a crossface. So now I could throw that knee again if I wanted to, but I'm wanting to go for a throw here. So watch what's going on. I'm going for this throw. I've got raising my leg up high, and I'm wrapping his arm up at the same time. You see that right here? I'm trying to wrap his arm at the same time so that when we land, but he sprawls out. Great job. He wrestled in high school, so he sprawls out. But why? How come I can't get this to work? Look where my right leg is. It's too far back. My right leg should be right underneath his hips. I should either be hopping this leg in as I pull this off, or I should have stepped in further. Or instead of this left leg, there's a lot of things, ors. This left leg here, I could have brought it on the outside of his hip. So I got to learn. I've got the right instincts. I'm doing some things right, but there's little things I'm not pulling off. And Jason does a great job sprawling out. So we kind of end up here. And again, with the crossface, it's the same exact crossface we've been doing before, but now it just works from a different position. Here I am, so I start cross-facing here, creating distance, and driving his shoulder down. Yep, and then we go. Now Jason does a great job of doing what he should. I get lazy. He grabs a single and pulls me down. And I don't even try to fight. I remember I'm kind of exhausted, quite honestly. Takedowns make me tired. I need to work on those. I need to work on my cardio, takedowns into cardio. But Jason does a great job here. He grabs my leg, and I don't even fight. He gets it. I'm holding on here, and I realize I shouldn't be because there's nothing happening, so I end up letting go pretty quick. Yep. And now I've got half guard. And so I'm looking to get to my knees if I can. But in order to do that, I need to get my left hand underhook on his arm. So I'm kind of waiting for this underhook opportunity. He's not giving it to me yet. Boom, right there, freeze. Oh, I say freeze. So right here, as he lets go, I'm backing up, this is reverse. As he lets go for a sec, because he wants to hit me, because I just hit him, if you noticed. Boom, well, right here. Boom, I hit him. What does he want to do? He wants to hit me. Boom, right now he's giving it to me. I blocked his arm, now I blocked his forearm. And I'm gonna use that right here to pummel in. Let's go in slow motion. As soon as I get right here, boom, now I'm able to lift and turn. Okay, so that's what's going on here when you watch this. Let's watch that again from a punch. He tries to go for a punch, boom, now he's opened it up. And I'm gonna pummel in and turn. Now I'm on top. Immediately I wanna start moving, and he's going for the arm bar again. Same thing again, so I'm already pulling my elbow out. I'm shaking my head like, nope, you don't have it. Start going for some punches here. Gonna pass the legs, go to the side. Jason does a great job of going for a single right away. And a double. I go right for the guillotine, but you got gloves in. It's gonna be really hard to lock. You can't lock the hands, it's impossible. And I know I can't lock the hands together. I know I don't have it. So now I'm thinking butterfly sweep. This is what I'm thinking. My left leg, right here, I want to use it to hook on his thigh. And here it goes, right here. Butterfly. I've got the thigh hooked. I've got his arm trapped. I've got my underhook. Let's go back. Look how I get the underhook on purpose. I already kind of have the position. Everything's set. Trap is set. And here we go for the sweep. So let's watch that play out in real time. The whole sequence here. From here. Good job here. I'm going for the guillotine, but I know I can't pull it off. So immediately, I don't want to be on my back. This is a bad look for me. He's turned sideways, so I'm thinking, okay, cool. I can get the hook in. Let me get this underhook. I got to get my hand out. And sweep. Now I'm on top. I'm going to try to go for armbar. I've got his arm locked up, but my glove gets trapped. And so I got to bail on the armbar. And that's the end of the round. I'm spent. And it's going to take me 2 or 3 days to recover. My back is sore. I need a cold plunge and ibuprofen. All right, guys, that's it. That's the whole thing. Go back and watch it if you can. I know that was really long, but I wanted to provide this breakdown as a tutorial and a good way to learn. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you saw something I can work on, let me know. If you saw something that you can apply to make your game better, let me know. Thanks, guys.